All right, Malika. So we are going to take the hour and we are going to do 2 competitive audits today. We're going to do one for Ryan Spiteri and we're going to do one for Onest Health. And then what we're also going to do is just go over the site map for at least Ryan Spiteri so that we can create sort of the wireframe, very similar to what we did with Pradeep. And if we have time, we could do Onest Health as well and go from there. All right, so let's get into it. So if you want to go into Basecamp, well, actually, I'll just share screen with you and we'll go from there. All right. All right, so let's take a peek at some competitors of Ryan Spiteri. Drive. So we're going to open this up, and we have sort of a whiteboard here that we play off of. Oh. All right, cool. So there we go. Here's one of the competitors.
This is for the Onest, not for the personal. Right.
This is for Ryan Spiteri, the personal brand.
For the personal. Okay.
Yeah. So this is interesting. So you can see the screen, right?
Yeah, I can.
Okay. So this is pretty interesting. So Morelli Fit, I forget his first name. I'm kind of familiar with him, but that's him right there, right?
Okay.
He is a personal brand, but he also sells a lot of supplements and stuff like that. So this is his website. This is his core website. And there's really not much about him right out of the gate. And so it makes me like, it just looks like another supplement website.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, he's focusing on his products and not so much on his personal image here, at least.
Right. And so to give you some background, when I spoke with the clients yesterday, and I told you this in passing, when Ryan Spiteri comes out of contract, he's going to be the face and the brand of Onest. He's going to be the ambassador of Onest. All right. Yeah. So when we were talking about it yesterday, we can have a consistent look and feel between Ryan Spiteri's brand and Onest Health's brand.
Okay. Yeah. That's what I wanted also to consult you, because now they actually kind of chose more similar styles for both. So it definitely complements each other.
And that's done purposely.
Okay.
Yep, now it's done purposely. So let's call a spade here. The one thing I do like about this website is that it does focus heavily on the product, and I know Morelli is big on selling, and he wants to sell his products. That's his biggest goal. So I can see how he features that. However, Ryan Spiteri is going to have Onest Health to do that, right? And so he can.
Sorry.
No. Basically, what?
Yeah, I wanted to say. So his personal website is basically just gonna serve for some sort of funnel to the Onest Health products, right?
Correct. And he's focusing. So here's Ryan. This is his current page. Okay, and you can see this is his homepage. It looks like an outdated sales funnel, and we talked about that on the call, and that's why he reached out to us and said, dude, we need you to make this look hot. And so that's why we're here. So anyway, if you look at the way it's set up here, he's got his transformation packages. Then he's got this downloaded free cheat sheet. Then he's got his testimonials. And then that's it, right? So I want you to step up and talk about, when we get to the sitemap, I want to talk about the sections that you would recommend for the homepage. And then take a peek at some of the other additional pages that we would need in order to get a great user experience out of this site. Okay. Right now he has an articles page, which is a blog page.
Yeah, I think definitely a blog page would be helpful, and some sort of platform, if that's a possibility, that we also spoke about, something that would serve as a place to connect the people who are looking for the information on the health stuff, on the nutrition and exercise. There's also something that, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So now here he has a recipes page, which is a great resources. I mean, it's a great page for resource.
Yeah.
Okay. And then he has a success stories page. So this is great social proof.
Yeah, that's definitely something that we should keep. That's my opinion, because basically for fitness, it's the most important, so that you show the proof of how your stuff works. Right.
So here is what he created so far. So this is basically what the client gave us. Here's a list of relevant pages on the current site for reference. Jordan wanted me to share this with you. So he's got the product URLs and the upsell URLs, right? Then he's got the thank you pages. All right. So he's got a shred product, a mass product. He's got a questionnaire URL, and he's got the exit page URL. Okay. So what we need to do is simplify. There's a lot going on here. So we looked at primary pages here. So there's the home page, and then there's an about, testimonial, and transformation. Now that could be sections. And then the articles can be blogs. So we're going to change the name articles to blogs.
Yeah, and maybe in the articles, we could have kind of separately blogs about health in general or recipes, but all under one category, so that it's not so split like now. I think it's all valuable content. I
agree 1000%. All right, so take note of that. And then we have a product homepage. Okay? And the product homepage is going to have a product called the 8-week male shred and the 8-week female shred. So it's the same thing. We're just going to clone it for female. Right? And then the 8-week mass gain.
Like three products.
Three products, right. Right. And then it says on each page we'll have something like this, reference image below, that we will allow them to upgrade to a new premium plan, right? So this is how this one is bigger and it looks like it's standing out. Like that's what we want. That's sort of what we want. Right.
Like the offset, right. Mm-hmm.
Right. And then we have a cart page. We have an upsell page, and then we have the thank you pages.
And those pages are going to be on the ClickFunnels side?
Yes. Okay. Exit page. Okay. So now so we sort of mapped out the sitemap, if you will, for Ryan Spiteri just now. So we'll make that a little bit neater when we go into the wireframe section. So after this call, I'm going to have you do the wireframe. All right, and we'll go from there.
So we can have the sitemap like a skeleton, and then we can develop more features from there. But basically, this is all that we the main features that we're gonna have.
Right. Okay, so getting back to the Morelli Fit page, he's got his blog, he's got his fat loss, and then he's got a membership.
Is that something relevant for Ryan also?
Right. And it's funny because, man, this theme is so overused. That scroll that comes out from the left is so over. I've seen a dozen sites already with this. This
one can work, but it's not particularly interesting. But it lacks a bit of a personal touch. I think that's something that we already established even in the stylescape for Ryan.
Right. So now here's where Mike Morelli gets a little bit more personal. Right? So overall, I'll be honest with you, I mean, it's not my style of design. I know we could do a hell of a lot better. But this is a lot better looking than a lot that's out there.
Yeah, it is a tiny bit too salesy, maybe. But
well, no, this is a sales page, so it's meant to sell.
Yeah.
Remember we were talking the other day about sales pages?
Yeah.
And ClickFunnels and what their goal purpose is?
Yeah, to sell.
This is a perfect example of a sales page. So notice that it's very wordy, and it's got decent visuals, but it's very wordy. It's really pushing the product, and that's what sales pages do.
Once you get here, you are already in that state of mind. So this is just encouraging you to go further.
Correct.
So,
So then he has custom meal plans.
That is something we could definitely focus on, because if we're going to connect two brands, and if we are going to go, if we're going to develop that survey functionality that we have in the stylescapes for Onest Health, then this is definitely something that can develop, like to make the visitors feel more authentic on his website, because they are going to be valued as individuals. Because if they take the survey and they fill it in, and then they feel like they are getting customized results, and that's definitely going to be something that we can use for this.
He's got some great. This page here, this is for the custom nutrition plan. I like how he has $2.99 like crossed out, and $1.49 makes it feel like they're getting a deal.
Yeah.
These are the details that we could be using for his product page. So this is good stuff. Here, the one thing that I don't see is additional buttons. Like, I don't know if we can do this, but like duplicate this throughout the page so that people don't have to scroll all the way back up to purchase. But I don't know if that's even doable or not, based on, this could be a WordPress site. I think it is, so that's why. But like, these are, so you can add to cart, makes it easy. Okay. So yeah, so I see what they did. That's fine. But overall, he nailed it when it comes to social proof and testimonial here. Okay. So shred fast. Here's another sales page. So
probably Ryan's website is not going to have so many sales pages. not so content heavy like this?
I don't think so. He's gonna need, and like this is really poor design if you ask me. Like, you know, in this section here, we could do so much better than that.
Yeah.
Then he has
another sales page, so it's basically not so much focused on the design, but more on selling, as you said.
Agreed. Okay, so let me back up. So this is he's got a lot of products. So, you know, these are all of his lose fat products. These are all of his supplement products. He's got a 7-day detox. Lean muscle, clothing, about. I mean, you could spend a half an hour on this site easy, no?
Yeah, on this one.
Yeah. I see what I love and I see what I hate. Like, it's very optimized to sell, but there's a lack of consistency in the design.
Yeah, probably because it's some kind of pre-done template.
Yeah.
Like WordPress, something else.
He's got clothing. This guy's covering all angles. SPD shirts.
It seems like this is like when he already does promotion, people just come here to buy. It's not like his website is doing the promotion that much for him, but this is just like a funnel to buy, and that's basically it.
Right. This is all of his content here. He's got a lot of content.
Yeah, this is the style of the content that I think it's attractive to click on, and it's kind of visual, so I think it's a good layout.
And this is he's going into the sweet potato diet, which is something completely different. It looks like a new sort of venture that he's created.
Like something licensed by him or something.
Yeah. One of the sections that I also want, because Ryan does have a massive following on Instagram, I think one of the sections on his homepage should be an Instagram section.
Definitely. That's what I was thinking, because I saw some of the fitness coaches that are famous that have like a huge presence. They don't even have a website. I mean, it's really important for them. It would be better for them to have a website, but it just sends you right away to their Instagram, and I think this is a very important section. Maybe not just include like an icon, but have a reel of images that are gonna just be just motivating the visitor to click on and go to the Instagram too, because that's where he's gonna be producing content like day by day.
And he's an animal when it comes to so this is his Instagram. He's an animal when it comes to creating content, so you know, you can see him in action. 6,000, almost 7,000 views, right?
So we should definitely use this to the brand's advantage.
Right. Yeah. And clearly he knows what he's doing, because he wouldn't look like that if he didn't. Right?
Yeah, and this is important to show,
Yeah. So again, it establishes that credibility as an expert. I mean, this guy knows his stuff. I'm already. I see why I did that. Okay. So that is now sort of the Morelli. So that's a competitor's website that we want to check out. Now, you know, following our the way we did Pradeep, you know, I'd love to go and outside of the industry and sort of look at, you know, a brand that has, you know, clean lines to it and the simplistic nature that we're looking for, because when people get overwhelmed, and that's another thing about this website, it's a bit overwhelming. There's a lot to really go over, and you can get lost really quickly. And And
yeah, and for someone, for example, I see this website first time, I probably wouldn't spend like much time on this website because I would be so overwhelmed and I would just go somewhere else.
right,
But it's definitely good for someone who already knows his stuff and is going just to purchase and just to confirm what he already knows.
right.
So so this is the aspect that we should think about when we design for Ryan, about how much is he known and what exactly are people going to be looking for when they come to his website.
Correct. So simplification is key. So let's take a look at, we looked at a car dealership. We looked at a car website last time.
Yeah.
Really high end, Aston Martin, right? When I think of Ryan Spiteri, he's not very, he doesn't really care about that stuff. Like he's not that high end type of guy. He's sort of the guy next door type of, individual. And so when I think of him, I think of like Audi, like the car Audi.
Yeah. So kind of more down to earth.
Right, but still, they're a very high performing vehicle.
Yeah.
And so when let's look at the USA site of Audi. Now, they're using video for background.
Yeah.
I think we should use video for Ryan's site. And Ryan actually also Ryan complimented me yesterday, and he said, "Dude, I freaking love your site."
Mm-hmm.
So,
then we should definitely, because it's the dynamism that we want to show. So we should definitely, for his brand, I think if he has videos or if he has ability to produce them, I think this would be great to use. Maybe even just on the landing side, above the fold, when you can just see the video right as you click on the first page.
Agreed. So looking at this, right away, they have the video, very eye-grabbing and intriguing. They also have a call to action immediately. Request a quote, or explore the Q5. So we definitely want that functionality on Ryan's site as well. All right. Here's your models, right?
What is the most important feature that Ryan wants to achieve with the website? His personal.
I think that what he wants is he wants people to become part of his tribe, part of his following, part of his community.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the next is to obviously sell them his programs, which is the shred female, shred male, and then the mass gain male programs. Mm-hmm. Right? So look at the imagery here. I mean, very minimal text, beautiful imagery, and that's sort of how I envision Ryan's site. Be very visual, straight to the point with the text, and they're going to actually provide the text to us, so that's going to be a good thing. We're just responsible for the design, obviously. So
maybe because his brand is going to be able to be connected with the natural stuff and with the nature. If he has some images in outdoors as opposed to indoors, because this is much better, I think this would work definitely along with the video.
Yeah, well, he's got a ton, like you could see it here. He's like on the beach, like I don't know if that's necessarily the beach, but like where's some of the images? Yeah, so here he's on the beach. So there's we could definitely get some shots, some video. I'm sure he already has it, but yeah. I'm sure we'll be able to do that and get that from him easily. So that's the competitive audit for Ryan Spiteri. So we're good. We're right about at the half an hour mark. We're going to take the next 30 minutes and build out the competitive audits for Onest Health.
Okay.
Now, do you have any questions for me in regards to, because again, you're going to be building out the wireframe, then you're going to go into the site design. Are you comfortable with the direction?
I think I'm comfortable with the direction. I think I have a good insight into what we're gonna do visually, and when I just see the sitemap, and when I just go into it a little more, I'm maybe gonna have a bit of some questions.
Okay.
But not at this point. At this point, I'm completely fine with the visuals, and I think this was helpful to establish that.
Excellent. All right, cool. So now we're going to go into, and I've showed this to you before, right? This is a competitor of Onest Health. And they went with the natural look, obviously. And they have their packaging over here coming off the bottom left. I love. They have their they have their guarantee, 100% money back guarantee. That's going to build trust, right? They have a website. I love it too. I think the fonts and the way this is all laid out. So they have, look at the navigation. They have the hamburger menu here. Then they have menu. Oh, I see.
They've actually reduced the number of menu items so that it can be more clean, and they have it under a hamburger menu.
I love it. I love it. So, yeah, I want to make sure that you're taking notes on this as well. This is going to help you later on when you're building this puppy out. So, all right. So they have the shop, which takes them to this page. So they have they have it broken down: fitness, health, him, her, apparel. So that's really clean.
I like their packaging, definitely.
Me too.
I think I don't know what Onest Health is going to use for the packaging, but I think definitely if it's not visibly plastic, if it's kind of more natural material, this is just going to help reinforce that image of natural ingredients and everything. And this is probably something that we should feature on the website in a similar style like this.
Agreed.
Along with all the natural elements and the images of the ingredients, I think this is something that also establishes just the trust into the ingredient itself.
Totally.
And the one detail that I love on this website, I don't know if it's you are on the homepage, the wooden frame of the video where they display testimonials. I think it's just a little bit down when you scroll down. Yeah, there it is. I love it, and I think we should definitely think about something similar to this, something that evokes nature. This kind of delights the user a little bit. When I see this, I get connected right away with the natural ingredients.
I agree.
Not necessarily the whole of their website is nice, not necessarily every little detail, but I like that they thought about the small stuff and they kind of establish the story.
Amen. So here we have a really cool section here. Join our tribe. Right. Okay. So here's their Instagram.
Yeah.
Okay.
Something like this we should definitely use for Ryan. Yeah.
Yep. And then share functionality here. I like.
And they have kind of that's all their Instagram. Like they have this like a funny images and funny stories. That's nice too. It's not just showing the muscles. It's kind of talking to a real people also, to some of them who are maybe not so much familiar with fitness, but kind of you can drag them in a little bit easier with the funny stories.
Look at this. Use cauliflower as a substitute for mashed potatoes, rice, and any joy in your life. You have no friends now. There is only cauliflower. It just makes you. That's great. I mean, the sense of humor and the personality that's displayed is absolutely brilliant.
if I think if the audience sees only muscly guys and girls, some of them could be put off a bit.
Agreed. So
obviously on Ryan's personal website we need to display him, and he's like the guy with muscles, so that's completely fine.
Right.
I mean,
right.
What he should display. Yeah, but kind of also that personal touch that speaks to someone who is not so familiar with fitness is great.
Agreed. Yeah, they have a good balance here of fitness and food and nature, and this is something that we definitely want to model for the Onest Health site. But again, make it their own. You know, I'm a big fan of that. So there's a lot of psychological things here that are going on that is huge. I mean, huge when it comes to customer experience. And so here is the About Us section. So the About Us section, again, showcasing the nature, the I love it. Nice presentation of their packaging.
Yeah.
Love the way this is.
Yeah, it's wooden texture again.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And I think for our brand, for establishing Onest, it's gonna be definitely it's gonna stand out. The fact that we have now as our color theme chosen red and gray, that's gonna be a contrast to the natural images that we're gonna use, like a bit of a green here and there, and some of the images of the natural ingredients that they use. It's not just gonna be all earthy colors, but red is really gonna stand out.
Yeah.
And it's gonna be also connected with the natural feel.
Yep. Love it. So that's that. This is the About Us page. And then they have their blog. Okay. They have their recipe.
I wonder if we can do something to kind of have the blog section more interesting, but maybe this is not an option.
It's a possibility. I mean, you're the designer. So you're going to be playing God here in a second. So listen, I love the way you design our blog pages for our clients. So if there's a possibility that we can.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't have to be like something revolutionary visually wise, but just somehow that you interest the visitor to click on the blog more.
Yeah.
So
Agreed.
So that the visitor can see that this is like a platform of like-minded people. Maybe
Yes.
with messages. Maybe with messages that we use across the website.
I love it. No, I love it. Then they have the recipes section.
Yeah, that's definitely something awesome, I think.
Mm-hmm.
We should also think about this, but as we said, connect this with the blog so that it's not overwhelming.
Yep. So maybe when they click blog, they come here and it'll say blog or recipes, right? And then they could click recipes and go to recipes, and then click blog and go to blog. Otherwise, we do separate them. I mean, I've seen this twice now on Morelli's page and this page, so there's a consistency there.
Yeah, so it's already established.
So I'm wondering, this is gorgeous, the way they use the pictures. And
yeah, definitely use a lot of pictures, because I think this is gonna encourage people to click.
Right. All right. So that is. So we really didn't have much, to talk about here as far as bad. I mean, they've done a really, really good job here.
Yeah. Yeah, so far I wouldn't say anything is bad.
No.
Like really bad.
Now let's look at another competitor, or let's come outside of the market. Let's come outside of the market and think of a site. Where do you want to go?
I was trying to find some competitors, but yeah. So you didn't want competitors, right?
Yeah, well, let's go like outside of the market. Let's go outside of the industry and look at a site that, again, this is it's not super high end. It's not, your cheap looking, brand either. So it's sort of in the middle. It's like an Audi, but I don't want to go to another car site to look at. I want to look at something else. And so I want to challenge you to pick the next site to go check out.
Well, it's gonna be close. Something that comes to my mind. It's gonna be close to sports.
Okay.
Serena Williams' website came to my mind, but this is this is her personal website. But while I was researching some of the visual identities that other fitness coaches or sports people are using, I bumped into her website, and I kind of, now when I think about this brand, I kind of had a feeling that her website and her as an individual is down to earth, and it's kind of not screaming all over the place. It's very minimal. I can send you.
Serena Williams, right?
Yeah. It's kind of very minimal, and it drags you into the story. And this is something that I like. So now if you say what would I think of first when I think of someone kind of down to earth and but someone on the sports side.
So here's an interesting thing. It says join my list, but there's no button.
I think it kind of forces you to scroll down. And she has a personal video of her pregnancy and her baby. So I think this is kind of, that's the video up there. So
this one here,
kind of something that draws you into the story. And it's actually, there's nothing kind of wow on the website, but it's just kind of calm and it speaks to you somehow.
Well, it's definitely, I feel like it's intimate.
Yeah. So, probably this is something that I didn't articulate right away now, but the reason because of I chose her. This is the first thing that came to my mind.
Well, think about it. I love the simplicity of it. I mean, look at the navigation. They want you to go to Instagram.
Yeah.
They want you to go to Snapchat. And they want you to go to Facebook.
Yeah, it's because it's the personal website, so this is not something that we can directly apply to our Onest.
Right.
But it's
But again, the use of video, I love the simplicity. That's what we got.
It's not even a whole screen video. It's kind of a mobile phone video, so it even brings you closer. It could not be used. Yeah, it could not be used like a landing page or something, but it's kind of something that makes you feel more close to her as a brand. This could be applied to the brand. Maybe we could have some of the videos from Ryan that are kind of his personal videos, like kind of show the people the world through Ryan's eyes or something like that, because now he's going to be the brand ambassador for Onest.
It's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Let's look at the site map. Oh, okay. So let's go to the Google Doc.
And maybe if he already doesn't have this established, because he has such a huge following on Instagram and maybe on other social media. I wonder if there's a possibility to establish some kind of a name for this. Is something that many people are doing, a name for his following, or some kind of a name for a group of them, like, I don't know, like Beyonce's B Queen.
Oh,
or
right.
Lady Gaga's Monsters or something like that.
Yeah, creating that community. I love that idea. Yeah, I love that idea.
If he already has 1 million people, so it's gonna be not so easy probably. But I think if he just establishes a good user profile of all of those people that are there, it could speak to them.
Agreed. No, agreed. So this is the sitemap for Onest, okay? And so this is what he's saying. So basically, there's the homepage, there's the About Us page, right? There's the contact sub page. But again, he's throwing this out to us. He's asking us to formulate this for him.
Uh-huh.
So we need to take control and make sure that we show him exactly where. So I don't see the contact page as a sub page. I see it as a footer.
Yeah.
Right? So now here's the shop page. So there's the shop home, there's the individual products, there's the cart page, the checkout, and the thank you page.
Mm-hmm.
Right? This is a very, very simple site.
Mm-hmm.
I even think that the About Us page, because this is so simple, we can have the About page or story page as an individual page. Because there's
not the part of the landing page?
Well, we could definitely. Well, what do you think?
I kind of like the websites that have pages split, because there are so many one-pagers. But not necessarily. I think it's not something that increases the usability.
Well, I'm going to follow Vivo's lead here, and they have their About page separate. So I'm going to follow suit with this site as well and do an About story page separate. Okay? So what I would like to add here, though, is the blog page, the recipes page. Okay?
Yeah.
And then we need, I should say, blog home, blog and individual, recipes, recipes.
I wonder if there could be some training pages with exercises recommendation or something. Do you think this would be relevant enough for Onest?
Absolutely. I think maybe we do, instead of blog, we do workouts.
Yeah, so it would kind of function like a blog, but it would be named workouts and have so we would split, as we were speaking about, we would split the blog then to workouts and to recipes. And
correct.
Something new, but I don't, yeah.
Correct. And then that would be the 5 page. Well, technically it would be 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 pages. Right? But then we have individual pages here. We have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, and I think this helps into keeping it minimal and kind of focused.
Right. Right.
And maybe maybe we can even name the sections of that's now workouts and recipes, kind of name the workouts into train or recipes into eat or something, because this is by any research kind of people, even though as much as they think they are free and they like to have their freedom, they like when someone is kind of ordering something. So if it says like train or eat, it's going to be more motivational for them to click on.
Right.
This is not something it's not a different section, but it's the same one. I'm just thinking in terms of the names.
Yeah, we can get creative with that. I'd like to see what you come up with while you're designing it. See what comes to mind, because I love when you surprise me.
Okay. I know you like it. It's
yeah. Well, you did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job with the Pradeep website. I have to tell you, that site is amazing. I mean, you came out swinging with that site. All right, guys. So we're gonna wrap this up. So what you saw today was a competitive audit for two fitness brands and wellness brands. So we dove into competitors, and then we dove into other sites that are outside of the business, outside of the industry, because I talked about this recently in a blog post and email, where there's a lot of branding incest going on inside industries, and there's fitness brands that are all pointing at one another going, oh, I like what she's doing, I like what he's doing, make me that. And what happens is everything starts to look the same. The visitor becomes confused because they don't know who to trust, who to pick. What makes you different than that person? Your website and logo and branding is all identical. So the reason why we go outside of the box is because we want our clients to stand out like that sore thumb in their industry. So we're going to bring in elements from other industries to set the difference, to be that differentiating factor that makes them stand out. Because when you stand out, then you become the obvious choice. That's the key there, and that's why we do what we do. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you haven't subscribed to this channel yet, please do so. I appreciate it and thank you in advance for that. If you have any comments or questions, drop them down below and we will get back to you as soon as possible. So Malika, thank you again for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Malika is part of the Unique Designz team, and she is one of our lead designers for website design. And she has just been
loving it.
She's just been cranking out some really, really fantastic work for us. And I wouldn't be able to do what I do here and run this agency the way that I run it without her and the rest of the team. So thanks a lot, guys. We will catch you on the next video. We're signing off. Talk soon.
Bye-bye.